Hey guys, welcome to Happy Hour. This is edition number 11 and this is the first time that we are recording at night, right? And I'm at Changi Airport. I'm here to kind of see off my family. So I thought I'll kind of talk quickly about something interesting that's happened over the last week in the field of aviation. It could have been far more unfortunate. Flight SQ368 had a unfortunate crisis last Monday, early in the morning, about 6:52. The flight had to turn back on its way. It was on its way to Milan, but it kind of had to make a quick turnaround. Kudos to the pilot, right? But I think what I want to talk about is how SQ managed that crisis online. I mean, it did a fantastic job of managing the crisis in real life, which is amazing because there were 222 passengers, so all lives are saved. So amazing presence of mind. But I think there's a lot to be said about the brand in terms of its social media presence. So I think if you noticed what happened within 2 hours, by I think 8:57, Facebook had a post from SQ about the entire detail as to literally what transpired, right from the pilot getting the warning, it making a turnaround. Every fact was articulately detailed, and they kind of had no stone left unturned, right? They had every detail mentioned on Facebook. So fantastic job in terms of being transparent, being real time, right? To be online within at that wee hours of the morning and get everything covered. Fantastic job. And I think we saw how much the brand is loved. All the comments that we analyzed, there were some 432 shares, there were some 2,000 odd reactions. The reactions were either like a lot of love or people were worried, but the comments were the true testimony to how much the brand is loved. Most of the comments we read were very, very reassuring, very supportive, very, very positive. There were a few unnerving, worried people, but I think again SQ did a fantastic job in reassuring them. What was amazing was their response time was less than 20 minutes. So every comment was responded to in person, right? So if I had a comment there, I would be addressed. My query would be addressed directly. Or if it was a generic query, that would have been, I would have been reassured as well. What they did very well was there were people who were very nervous, who were probably trying to spread rumors. SQ very patiently heard them out, and they also tried to squash rumors because that's something that's very critical. So I think it was amazing to see how within a matter of a few hours, SQ368 landed safely, passengers were safe, but more importantly, their social media assets were very, very well managed, right? So fantastic work, SQ. Now, this is something, we had a lot to learn from this. I think SQ is, a pioneer in this field. So I wanted to quickly outline a few steps in terms of crisis management online. So I think most importantly is the brand is very well loved. And I think there's a reason for that, not just their offline presence and their great service, but also it has a lot to do with the way the brand manages their persona online. So I think SQ does a fantastic job on normal days to keep the brand very healthy, very, very engaging content. So I think that's very important, right? You can't just on crisis day come and start a Facebook account and start managing crisis. There has to be a lot of planning and preparation in terms of what kind of content to share, what kind of influencers to engage, what kind of brands to partner with, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of preparation that's involved. And when it comes to crisis management, this preparation has to go a bit deeper, because it's not just about fun content. You've got to be able to analyze or kind of forecast what kind of crisis that may arise and how do we respond to those. So I'll give you a quick framework, right? So typically in the crisis management handbook, you could break it down into a 2x2 matrix, right? You could have an expected crisis or an unexpected crisis. The one that SQ faced was unexpected. You can't predict your right engine kind of going in flames, right? But you could have predictable crisis as well, right? You could have airstrikes, you could be entering a war zone and you know about it, or you could have people or pilots going on a strike, right? So there could be certain things that are predictable or expected or unexpected. On the other side of the matrix, you could also have things that are pertaining to your brand or things that are not pertaining to your brand, right? So for example, you remember the environmental crisis that Iceland had a few years ago. That's nothing to do with your brand. That's the environment that the business operates in, right? But if it's something about AirAsia, the flight that kind of unfortunately got lost, well, that has a lot to do with the brand itself, right? So you've got to have that matrix ready in terms of being able to kind of prepare what kind of a crisis is it? Is it something that's predictable, expected, and is it something to do with the brand or not to do with the brand? That's critical. You got to have a brand policy book as to if such a situation arises, how is the brand going to respond? What's the escalation policy going to be like, right? What kind of tools are in place? So a lot of preparation about resources, tools, planning, etc. that need to be in place way before such a crisis ever strikes. once that happens, on the day of the crisis, the moment of the crisis, there has to be a team that can be has to be responsive, that can be counted on. So usually you have a 24/7 command center where people work on shifts, and the tools are able to predict or catch if something's going on fire, so to speak, online. So the tools and the people have to be ready. So there's nothing called a 9 to 5 job. It's pretty much like an emergency medical services practice, right? 24/7. So you've got to have that in place. And with the protocol in place, you've got to be able to figure out what kind of a crisis, what's the best way to respond, what's the right channel to respond, who to partner with if you're responding, yeah? And that's exactly what SQ did. For example, something that could have gone worse, like I've seen in the case of Qantas, you could have important people on your flight, and the journey could be a disastrous one. I remember Qantas had this scenario where the English comedian flying in an Australian aircraft, right, Stephen Curry, and he had a very, very poor experience. And he tweeted when the flight landed, and that was could have been disastrous. But Qantas was fantastic. It was not just a good response, it was timely and humorous, right? And you're talking to a comedian, so it kind of helps if you have a non-robotic scripted response. So that was fantastic. So you've got to have the preparation, you've got to have the right kind of resources and tools in place to kind of manage the crisis on that time. And of course, then some sort of analysis at the end so that you have some learnings to take as you go along, right? So at least this preparation, this listening, this analysis, and the ability to respond real time, that's important. And within response, what's important is you've got to be able to personalize your response. You don't want scripted responses on your public social media platforms. SQ did that very well. You also probably want to have responses which are very relevant. You don't want generic responses. So the people are asking about, what's happened to the passengers, what's going to happen to people who are transiting. You want to have very specific responses, right? Which means even language. If it's in a particular language, you've got to be able to respond in that particular language. It's really about having a conversational tone as opposed to a scripted response. And I think something else that SQ did very well was they kind of managed to get other brands and people. Now, I don't know if that was managed behind the scenes, but it was reassuring to see even Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong sharing the post from Singapore Airlines and kind of reassuring the nation because it's a prestigious brand, one of the topmost brands in the world, so to speak. So it was very, very well managed in terms of the preparation was there, the personalization was there, they were real time. And they got the right partners to kind of respond and support them in the hour of crisis, right? So that's fantastic. So guys, hopefully that was useful, because I think for airlines this is a very, very tricky issue. It's probably one of the toughest businesses when it comes to online crisis management. So kudos to SQ, the team, the pilot. I think he's a hero, but also the guys working behind the social command center. Fantastic job. So guys, if you're flying off for Hari Raya the coming week, happy holidays and have a safe flight, and see you next week. Thank you. Cheers.